So first of all, morning everyone. Thanks for joining the class for BTP class today. So this is our first class today. We'll go with this small topic, which is very interesting topic today. Okay. So today, so the first class which we will discuss and which we would like to know some important pricing option like BTP account model, SAP BTP account model. So today we will discuss about the first topic. We will discuss about the account models. So how the account model will be the BTP. So BTP is available in the trial versions and enterprise account. These are two accounts which is available here, right? So I think BTP means everybody knows what is meant by BTP. It's like in the next advanced. So previously it was known as SAP SCP, SAP Cloud Platform. Then in 2021, maybe if I give some overview on the BTP side, in 2021, they have rebranded their product. So they have separated and they have rebranded. They have renamed it as the SAP BTP Cockpit, SAP BTP. So BTP is the one of the business technology platform. It's SAP is providing the one of the platform as a service to the customer to use their services. Suppose if you want to use any one of the above functionality or DB functionality, any one of the analytics cloud services related, then you no need to separately install anything on your own on-premises missions, right? Why? Because it's like platform as a service and software as a service. So they are providing the services to us. So then we can just go ahead and subscribe it. Then we can use that functionality. We can configure it and we can use that functionality. And also we can integrate that functionality into our on-premises systems also, or cloud-based systems also. We can use it here. So this is the just giving the information. In the demo I discussed more like years when it was rebranded. So previously it was like SAP Cloud Platform. Before Cloud Platform, it's the SAP HANA Cloud. So then after that SCP, then now it is the BTP. That is the history of the BTP, right? So it's like kind of PaaS, and some services are the SaaS, software as a service, right? I will give more information what is mean by SaaS, what is mean by platform as a service, and all these things. So before that, we'll discuss about our pricing models, our BTP, the pricing models, which is called the account models for the enterprise account. So enterprise account and trial accounts. So both are same, but only thing is the trial account does not have some services that we have to subscribe it. So, but almost both accounts, trial accounts and enterprise accounts, has the same set of services, same set of screens, same everything same. Only few functionalities, enterprise functionalities, which are not available here, right? So regarding that BTP, the pricing models here, SAP is providing to us two types of pricing model to the us. Us means customers, what is like subscription based model and also the consumption based model, right? So let me write it here. Maybe if you want to take a note, or if I will share the recording after the class. So don't worry about the recordings and everything. I will share with you, right? So there are the two types of pricing models are available here. One is the subscription. It's very important to understand before we go deeply into our BTP concept. The pricing models are very important. Why? Because for every customer, first we have to do this impact analysis of the pricing model, right? The subscription model, and the second one is the consumption based model, right? So consumption based model. These are the two types of models are available in the BTP. But in the subscription based model, let's talk about the subscription based model. So what is mean by subscription based model, right? In the commercial models, maybe we will call it as the commercial also account model account. So maybe there is a multiple synonyms. So but each everything BTP, we have the two types of models. One is the consumption based model and the second one is the subscription and consumption based model. Two types of models are available in the BTP. So let's start discussing about the subscription based model. What is mean by subscription based? So the subscription model is, here you are allowed to use only subscribed services. You are allowed to use only the subscribed services. So means, suppose you want to subscribe only the particular services, you want to use only those services only. Means during your account request to with SAP, so they will ask you which model you required, subscription based or consumption based. Subscription means you are allowed to use only that subscribed services, which means if I go a little bit deeply about the subscription, you are allowed to use, which means pay at fixed cost, which is means fixed price, right? Regardless of consumption of the services, you have to pay at fixed cost only. Whatever the services you are using, you have to pay only that much. You don't have that much of consumption. Suppose for your customer, you don't have that much of consumption, right? You don't have much of growth, only standard growth you have. Then you can pay at fixed cost, and also you can pay in advance also when the contract starts, and whenever the contract's renewal end period, just you can pay the advance also, you can pay it. So normally this type of subscription model so is valid only 1 or 2, 3 years only. So in between, maybe subscription, if you take the subscription, maybe it kind of prepaid. Maybe if I call it as the prepaid means, so like 149 rupees, if you recharge it, then you can use it. So fixed limit, that is a subscription, fixed based. And also consumption means postpaid. I will give the more details on the consumption based also, right? Subscription models, which is means pay at fixed cost. You can remember or you can highlight this point, pay at fixed cost. And also, pay whether you use it or not, but you have to pay. Why? Because you have 1 month subscription, you have taken it, you have subscribed the 10 services, you have not used the remaining 5 services, you have used only 5 services, means you have to pay for the 5 services also. Why? Because, sir, I have subscribed the 1 month data, but in that I have not used the 30 GB. You have subscribed, you have taken the plan of 30 GB, right? You have taken the plan of 30 GB, then you have not used the 30 GB, then you have only used the 10 GB, remaining 20 GB data is free, means, sir, I don't want to pay the remaining 20 GB, means that is not possible in the subscription based. Why? Because pay at fixed cost, whether you use it or not. So that don't bother. Whether, sir, I have taken the unlimited plan, I have used only month start 1 call, 15th 1 call, 13th 1 call. I call it to my friend only. I have never called it to any other friends, which means it's not like that. You have to pay 159, 149, then you have to subscribe it everything. Pay at fixed cost, right? You got it right? So any questions, any confusion here? Pay at fixed cost. 10 services you are taking the subscription, means whether you use it or not, they don't bother. You have to pay the amount. That's it. Okay. So, and also the additional service, suppose 10 services I have taken, sir, give me 1 service extra, then which means you have to pay extra for that service also. That is called the subscription based model, right? Maybe every contract period, typically 1 to 2, 3 years. Maybe you can renewal it after that also, right? The subscribing to the individual services sometimes end up with the paying more. If you take bulk, you will get some discount. If you pay individual, if you take it out, you have to pay more. And also, so the subscription model also offers some package. There are some packages normally in outside our world market. If you go, sir, if you take like 10 services, maybe you have to pay some discount, something like that. We will get some discount option, right? When you go to the shopping malls, some other areas, you will go sometimes you will get sometimes some subscriptions, some discount, you will get it out. If you take extra, you have to end up with the pay more, which means you have to end up with the pay more, so more money also. So that's the reason when you are planning this one, when you are planning to your customer, maybe your customer asked you to first of all, we are planning to use the BTP, then what you have to do? Then first of all, you need to find out the pricing model. That is the first and foremost. So the assessment, we have to do it that one. Otherwise, what happens? So you are in the situation later. So which one we have to use it? You have to pay amount more. That the customer, it won't accept it. Why? Because the pricing model, the account model concept is very, very important to you to find out what is that exactly, right? So subscribing to the individual services, you have to pay more. And also SAP also offering some of the services. I think that's enough for the subscription model based model, right? And also if I talk about the consumption based model, consumptions. So any questions before I go? I will pause it here. Any questions from anyone regarding that consumption based model? Okay, I will take it. Maybe someone asking something.
It's more like a pay as you go, right?
Yeah, that I will come next consumption based. We will get some interesting topic. Yes, we will get. Yeah. So suppose consumption based. Yeah, you are right. Consumption based model, which is like, so you are eligible to access all available services without any quota, without any limitations. You are eligible. It's kind of postpaid. Postpaid means whatever you want, you can do. Okay. It's kind of postpaid means it's not only postpaid, related to the prepaid and related to the postpaid also. But in the consumption based, so pay only whatever you use. Consumption based, you can pay whatever you use. It provides some complete flexibility to all services based. It will provide some flexibility to the all services based business requirement. You can activate, you can deactivate the service anytime. But in the consumption based, whether you use it or not, they don't bother. You have to pay the amount. That's it. But consumption based, if you don't want to use it, you can deactivate the service. You don't need to pay. So here also in the consumption based, there are the two flavors are available again. They are the two flavors. I can make it as the two flavors, right? Maybe I can make it like two types. I can make the statement like two types. Maybe our interesting word is two flavors, right? I can make it the two flavors here, right? Maybe here one person note what is meant by flavors. So one is the CPEA. So this is the one of the first one is the CPEA. Maybe I will write it here. So cloud platform enterprise agreement, right? This is called the CPEA, cloud platform enterprise agreement. So this is the one model. And second one is the guy who said like that is a pay as you go. That is the one like pay as you go. This is the two types of consumption based. Again, we have the two flavors. So one is the CPEA. The second one is the pay as you go. So I will give some information on what is mean by CPA, Cloud Platform Enterprise Agreement. So when you are talking to the SAP to take the BTP, so they will give the two options, subscription based or consumption based. Sir, I need only consumption based. Okay, fine. In the consumption based, you want some agreement, some enterprise agreement, or you want to pay as you go. You can pay as you use it, right? So I will give some information on these two services. It's unlimited. Pay whatever you use it. So right. So this is the one. So if I take about the consumption based, so pay as you go means no upfront. I will go for the first one. As why? Because we are related to the first one, right? So maybe if you want, I can write it here. So pay as you go. So very important to understand the initial basics here, the account model and subscription. Pay as you go model means no upfront investment. Pay only when you use it. So no volume based discounts, no annual commitments on the services. Maybe it may be monthly or quarterly or annually, you can take it. So pay as you go. That's it for the pay as you go. So no upfront upfront cost here. No upfront investment, no upfront cost, right? So you can use it. Whatever you want to use it, you can use it, right? That is the one. And also, when I talk about the CPEA, just to note down about this technical term, CPEA agreement. This is the majorly all few customers, they will interest in the CPEA only. Why? Because their consumption is not sure, what the services usage also not sure, then we will get the more discount based upon our usage. You can use it, whatever you want to use it, you can use for this one. Whatever you want to use it, you can use this for the one. This is called the CPEA. Means it kind of volume based. You can get the top credits. You will get the some credit when you are taking this agreement. You will get the some credits, some discounts from the SAP. So there is a annual commitment of services, prepaid investment in the form of the cloud credits. So you will get the, so maybe yearly once you have the, as per the agreement. So you have to use this much of amount, something like that. So you have this much of services, you have to use it. So like that, you will get the CPEA, Cloud Platform Enterprise Agreement. So which means as per the agreement with SAP, you can use it. You can use this different commercial models. So both are related to same only. Some people, they know usage, then there is no upfront. They will only the fixed services. They can go for the pay as you go model. And also some people, so they have the, they don't know, they are not sure about their usage in their agreement. So in their business use case and everything, they need to subscribe more. Not sure, in that case, they can go for the CPA. Now you know about the difference between the models, account models in the BTP look like. So here, so some licensing model related, the specific commercial model to check with the use the, so for regarding this commercial model, regarding this consumption based and commercial based model, so we have SAP Discovery Center, SAP Discovery Centers. So in this Discovery Center, you can calculate it per month how much you have to pay, per month how much you have to pay, per yearly how much we have to pay. And also anytime now you have taken the pay as you go model. So I want to go for the CPI, means immediately you can switch to the CPI model. There is a option. It's not like that initially you took the pay as you go model, then I cannot go for the CPI, means you can go for that one. Immediately you can switch between the two commercial models, you can go for that one. So to each global account, each global account means, I will come to that point. Global account means when you are taking the subscription, means SAP will provide you the one global account is tied with the one commercial model. One global account is tied up with one commercial model, So let's start discussing about the, so sir, where can we do the some payment options here? Sir, I want to go for the some other additional services. I want to take it out. So where can I take the, this one means in SAP, this is our SAP site, right? You can see this is our, so commercial model. This is our BTP cockpit launchpad here. This is our BTP cockpit, right? This is our web-based BTP cockpit. This cockpit is providing to this cockpit here. We can do all our activities here. Either you can open this from any mobile device, any laptops, any desktops, whatever the smart device you have, you can devise it. So I will explain more about the what is mean by regions, in which region we need to develop our service. Either you want to go for the AWS or Azure, TCP. We have Alibaba Cloud, maybe SAP, Neo. We have the number of environments are there that we will discuss about. But first, we'll discuss about the some we'll discuss about the, so where can we are in the pricing models. We are in the pricing model. Suppose if you go to the SAP Discovery Center, if you go to the SAP Discovery Center, so here in the Discovery Center, here we will get the, so some options here, right? So suppose you want to take which one is the free trial account, you will get the free trial, which service, list of services are available here, which one you want to use it, right? So here each one is available. Suppose there is a SAP is providing the ABAP environment also. to develop the apps, extensions, some related things. SAP is providing the above environment. So there are number of services, the alert notifications. So the number of services, BAS for the application developers. So number of services SAP is providing here. So almost the free services are as main, but few services are not free. In that case, we need to subscribe it. And also in the SAP level, we will do the STMS for the transport movement. Just want to give some overview on the how to subscribe, how to register the services, all these things to the our environment, our main global environment, right? So this is the SAP Discovery Center. As I mentioned before, we can just subscribe it. Suppose, so these all the free services always free, we can use it. Some services are not free. Suppose example, suppose the Adobe ADS feature. Suppose in your organization, if you want to ADS services, if you want, what you have to do in the Java systems, you have to install the ADS functionality, then you need to configure it. Here, you no need to do any installations here. Just go for the add this service to the add this service, right? Then you have added to this one, how much you have to pay here in the CPI model. Then go for the cost estimation here. Then here you can see this is the long back I added. Maybe let me clean up my bin here. Sorry. Oh. So here you can see the cost estimation and everything we can perform it here. So go to the back here. Then so in the Discovery Center, we have the services. Go to the service catalog. So here you can see the list of services. Maybe if you want to type it, you can type it. Suppose I want to HANA, right? HANA Cloud. So maybe I want to Launchpad service for Fiori. For the analytics purpose, I want to some analytics. So some data management, data analytics related services, I want to use it. Here, you are free. But if you see one service, same as like SAC, SAP Analytics Cloud, this is the payment based. This one we have to configure it here. So you can see the pricing. You can see the each and service, their usage. So this is the Analytics Cloud. It's an open cloud solutions built with the SaaS, software as a service, that combines analytics and also so many functionalities here. Normally in the SAC, what we will do here in the Analytics Cloud, I think few members are knows, right, what is meant by Analytics Cloud. So in the on-premises, we will use this Analytics Cloud. So you can not only in on-premises, here in the SAP also, you can subscribe the services in this service where it is available here. In the AWS region, Azure region, and Cloud US Central, it is available. Okay. In the AWS region, in which regions it is available? Sydney, Sao Paulo, so many Europe, Japan, Singapore. Singapore also the data center is available. We can also deploy our service in the Singapore region. So why we have to deploy in the Singapore region means, so this service will be deployed in the Singapore region, right? Wherever you want to deploy it, you can deploy it. So, and also when you go to the Azure, here Europe and US West only have to deploy it, right? So like that, we have the pricing model. You can see here up to users range, up to 20, you have the fixed price. From 20, you can see from 40 euros, you have to pay per month 40 euros. So from after 20 is over, then you have to pay the 40 euros, right? 40 euros you have to pay for that one. So like that, not only here related services, and also you can see the number of other services also. Not only this one you have to use it. So number of other service also, HANA Cloud. HANA also here you have available here, data lake, HANA Cloud services, some mobility related services. So intelligence, data intelligence. So that many MDG, master data governance related services also available. You can use it, whatever the functionalities we have, you can use these services to the, so you can use our service to the your account. Just what you have to do, you need to just add, maybe I want to use this event management, maybe workflow. Most of the customers, they will use the workflows, right? Workflow zone, workflows. So we can use that workflow zone also. Maybe we need to take it. Suppose take example, they want to use this alert notification free tier, we can use it freely. But some postpaid trails, so that we have to take that one. Suppose this is the service, right? You want to do this one. So you add to the service estimator. Then you have added to the service estimator. So what is the pricing for this integration services? So how much for additional connectors? So per month you have need to pay the 350 euros, right? For the tenants, you have to pay the 500 euros. So what is mean by tenant? The tenant means the customer specific instance of the cloud service. So what is mean by this one? You will get the more details here. And also you want to, there is a specific set of service here, right? So custom domain, there is a custom domain services. So we can also custom domain. So here, when you are deploying the SAP tenants and creations, you need to use the SAP derived host names. SAP delivered the FQDN domain names, like suppose your tenant dot mycompany.com, something like that there, but SAP on demand.hana.com, something like that, you will get it out. You don't want to use that FQDN domain names. You want to use your own domain. That time there is a custom domain service is there that you can use it. So ADS, suppose you want to use the ADS, so you can also use the ADS service also, you can use it. So ADS means Adobe Forms, same as like in the Java systems, how it will be useful. Same way we can use this ADS also, we can use it. So like that, you can number of services, you can subscribe it. So here you will get the information, what services which are free, which are not available. So the future integration source, HANA Cloud. So many you can also deploy the HANA Cloud also in your services also, you can deploy it. You can also deploy this one. So as a free tier, only one HANA database is allowed here. You can use it. Here you want to go for the CPA model, pay as you go model, or subscription based model, you can use it, right? So whatever the models you want to use it, you can use it for this one, right? So here only thing is you need to just get the hands-on on the SAP Discovery Center. Whatever the new services comes into the SAP, that all that new services are available here in the SAP Service Discovery Center. Then you can add it to the your center. You can add it to the your account. You can log in and you can add it to your account. That is available in the your account within the fraction of minutes. So that is available to the your service. So that is the service discover, how to subscribe the services and what are the account models and the pricing models and consumption based models. So this is what today we discussed about the SAP BTP account models, right? Let me pause it here. Any questions from anyone? So after the meeting, I will share the one documentation to you everyone so that you can go through. Maybe if you after that, if you have any doubt in the next class, you can erase it. You can ask me some doubts and clarifications. This is entirely new technology for everyone. So if you know more, just if you want more details, also let me know. So I can try to give more information on this one. So that's why today I only given the some little bit information about the BTP. If I go more, then you guys will get confused in the today itself. That's why I'm not going deeply, just giving the account model. This is the first topic which we have discussed today, right? So just take a note of this one. Anyhow, I will send the documentation for this one, so you can go through for that one, right? So any questions from anyone? So today I will stop it here, the first class, right? So that's enough for the first 30 minutes today. Tomorrow onwards, we will go for the full 1 hour class. We can go. Any questions from anyone?
Hey, Ravi.
Yes, Imam.
Hey, Mavia. For the consumption-based model, like we have two types, right? Pay as you go and CPA. I mean, enterprise agreement.
Yes.
So pay as you go, like we